Cork 7s are easily one of my favorite tricks on jumps. I can pretty much do them in my sleep. So today we're going to cover everything you need to know to do a Cork 7 on skis. So first of all, a Cork 7 is a backwards off-axis 720. Another way to think about it is it's a backflip and a 720 combined. Before you even try a Cork 7, I recommend you learn these 3 prerequisites. The first one is going to be an upright 720. You want to know what it feels like to do a 720 before you try a corked one. The second one is a backflip. If you don't know how to backflip, you're going to have trouble getting off axis. The third prerequisite is going to be a Cork 7 on trampoline or into water or something. Just so you know the Cork 7 axis and you have the air awareness for it. I know some people that have learned a Cork 7 without learning a 720 or a backflip first. The people who learned it without doing a backflip, they really struggle getting off axis enough because they're not used to spinning back. That's where the backflip will help you with that. And then the people that have tried a Cork 7 without doing an upright 7 first really struggle because they have no idea what it's like to do 2 spins. So we're going to do the first prerequisite here, which is the upright 720. For this trick, the most common mistake is landing really back seat. To fix that, when you take off and you're on the second 3, you want to make sure you're looking up, not down. Because if you look down, your body's going to follow your head and you're going to land a little back seat on the second rotation. So we're going to do an upright 720 here. But that's the trick for an upright 720. You just want to make sure you're looking up and you're not spotting down between your spins so you don't go off axis. So the second prerequisite we're going to learn is a backflip. If you don't know how to backflip already, you can watch my video on it. It's pretty much just a commitment trick. Just huck it and you'll probably land it. So we'll do a backy here. So on the takeoff, I'm going to teach you a T-set Cork 7. I think that is the proper way to learn it. If you learn a carving Cork 7, you can pick up some bad habits. So for a T-set Cork 7, you're going to have a wide stance and you're going to dig your edges in for grip. And you're going to wind up to get extra power. And you're going to counter rotate in the opposite direction you're going to spin. So I'm going to do a left cork. So I'm going to wind up to the right and throw my arms to the left. Now the second part is the set. The most common mistake people make is that they set down like this. Do not do that. You want to get your hips up first. So really just focus on popping your hips up to the sky. Rewind that 10 seconds because I have to get this through your mind. You have to get your hips up. That's the only way you're going to get off axis enough. This is why I didn't want to teach you a carving Cork 7, because on that you're kind of dipping your shoulder down and it's going to get you into a bad habit. So you're coming off the lip, dig your edges and you're going to pop, you're going to counter rotate and you're going to get your hips up and you're going to do a 360 or a 450 onto your back, kind of right here. So this is where you're going to reach for the grab. I would just grab safety right here, and then at this point you're going to keep your lead arm open and you're just going to pull it around, kind of like backflip or Cork 3 out of it. It doesn't matter if you actually grab your ski, you just want it to get into the right axis, because if you do a pencil cork, you're gonna have a really hard time coming out of it and uncorking it. The grab will help you uncork it. And I would recommend you grab trailing. So trailing is your trailing arm. So I'm spinning left, so my lead arm is my left arm, so I'm gonna grab with my right hand. That's a trailing grab. If you grab lead with your left arm, it's gonna block your shoulder a bit, and you might not be able to get the spin around. Now for the landing, at about 540, you're gonna be coming around, you're gonna be able to spot the landing. So you're gonna let go of your grab, and then depending on where you are, you're either gonna extend your legs to slow down the rotation, or you might need to tuck your legs to speed up the rotation. All right, now we're ready to try the Cork 7. Before you drop in, just visualize the trick. Visualize it as much as you can, because it's gonna help. Remember, dig those edges in, strong pop, and hips up. Now most tutorials would end here, but I'm going to take it a step further and I'm going to teach you how to do a Cork 9. If you land the Cork 7, Cork 9 really isn't that different, and it doesn't require its own video because the set is really similar. So you're going to do the same T set, dig your edges in, get a good wind up, pop, hips up, and then at about 540, when you're coming around for the landing, all you're going to do is you're going to twist your hips to the side to get to switch. It really is that simple. It's just twisting your hips at the end of it to bring it to 9. I recommend you try it on trampoline first, just so you know the feeling. You don't need to do an upright 9 first or anything, because to be honest, an upright 9 is harder than a cork 9. So let's try a cork 9 here. So that's cork 9. You pretty much just twist your hips at the end. If you can cork 7, there's no reason that you can't cork 9. If cork 7s are too hard for you, you can click this video up here to learn your first 5 tricks on jumps. And if this video helped you, leave a like and a comment. Peace.